What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. As you can see, we're still basically at 1.1 million coins. We've got 16 packs in store, which I'm going to talk about. We sold some items and I want to talk about the last episode, but I'm going to do it at the end of this episode. So in the last episode I titled it Awesome Draft Reward. I genuinely believed it was an awesome draft reward. Getting a 15k pack and a 25k pack for losing in the semi-final is basically unheard of. So I thought it was a pretty good reward. But I want to talk about my thought process of and as to why I title videos the way I title them. But I don't want to do it at the start of the video. So for those of you that don't care, you don't have to listen to it. And for those of you that do care, at the end of the video, I'll give you a little bit more of an in-depth explanation as to how and why I title videos certain ways. Now these packs, every draft to glory, the top comment is open those packs, open those packs. I will open them. I think we've already got the glory in the draft, but I think what I'll do is I'll open them on team of the year, and then any decent player we get I'll store to the club forever, and I'll discard all the consumables and stuff, and we'll just see if we can get lucky in them just to get rid of them. The reason why I have them there, because I know some people don't even know why I have them there. The reason why I have them there is because I had to, when FIFA first came out, to get it like 2 days early compared to the UK, you had to go to the American store and I had to buy it as a deluxe version, or the super deluxe version or whatever, that came with the free packs. So I didn't necessarily want to, I just pretty much had to be able to get the game a couple of days early. So that's why they're there and that's why we don't open them. Now also guys, we have been smashing 10k likes pretty much every draft to glory so far. So if we could hit a big thumbs up on the video again, that would be absolutely awesome. Let's try and see what we get here. I don't mind the 4-back formations. Let's go with the 4-3-3 holding. We got a left wing and a right wing, so hopefully Messi, Neymar and or Ronaldo will show up, and we get that striker Ronaldo. So now we want the blue Neymar and the blue Messi, and the fact that we don't have Ronaldo as an option should mean that we get a really big pull. There you go. So the reason why I kind of was like almost guaranteed to get that Neymar, and the reason why we will almost definitely get a Messi, actually Messi's not really relevant, we might get a Bale, but when you take out a left wing and it gives you a high left wing option, you're pretty much left with Neymar Zito. Are we going to get a Messi? We don't get a Messi. Mkhitaryan is the best player, and with a Hunter card on him, he would be good. Now, somebody said to me, play a draft without changing chem styles and see the difference. So that's what I'm going to do here today. Today, usually you guys know I adapt the chem styles to put hunters on the strikers, or basically do what is relevant for each individual player. Look at that for a link. But today I'm not going to. Today we're just going to do the. We're just going to leave whatever the player has got on them. We're going to leave it on them. Now I know Koke would be a smart choice here, especially if we get Messi. But that Nainggolan is so good that I would prefer to get him and try and fit him into the team one way or another. I've got to stop. Right, what have we got here? I guess Camacho would be the dude. Now I might not be able to fit Nainggolan straight into the team. Felipe Luis, hello buddy. There we go. And yeah, I may not be able to fit him in at all. Same with Mkhitaryan, I may not be able to fit him in at all. But I'm going to try my best. Look at that. I was like non-rare. Oh, non-rare. I've never ever seen this before. I've never seen 4 non-rares and a special card. Don't you usually only get non-rares when you get non-rares? Why have we all of a sudden got Varane? I don't care, because he's crazy good and he fits perfectly into the team. But I don't understand why. And look, we got, wow, maybe they've changed it. I've honestly, in all the drafts I've done, guys, I've never seen it like this. I've never seen non-rares and rares be mixed together. Sorry, commons and rares. Commons they're known as. They're not known as non-rares. Keylor Navas can go in net. This draft is turning out solid. Other than a right wing, a centre mids. We'll go with DeMarco. Oh, do we go with Carvajal with Shadow? Yeah, Carvajal with Shadow is where we're at. Other than a right centre mid, a right wing, and maybe a better CDM. But even then, Camacho is good. His defending and physical is good. His work rates are good. He's got decent passing. Yes, he's a little lacking on pace, but he's got a shadow chem style. I think this team might just be the one. It might be the one. This might be one of those teams that we end up taking all the way through. And this will genuinely be a test now. Do I want Garay? Who have I got? Yes, I do want Garay. over my dude Carico. Garay has way better defending and physical. Like less pace, but in my opinion, pace isn't everything. Pace is obviously important in this game, but it's not everything. What do we have here? We don't have anything here that helps us, which is a shame. What can we do? I'm going to take Bruma. 92 chem becomes 95 chem, and that's where that stays. So Mkhitaryan's out for now. I'm hoping we'll pick up a Messi or something. We get Roberto there. Ooh, that Dries Mertens. It's hard to turn. And look at this again. A common, a rare, and 3 specials. I'm telling you guys, they've changed something. They have changed something. I'm tempted to take that Dries Mertens because I will be able to get him perfect chem. Let me put Neymar up at right wing. Let me put Mertens in at left wing. See, now that's not a bad team. Yes, okay, Felipe Luis is off chem. The CDM right now is off chem. Like, lot of players off chem. And we're at 94 chem as well. We might be able to do something with that. If not, we can just go back to what we know. Boateng doesn't really help. I'm going to take Boateng for the simple fact that if we do go, like, we can go full La Liga now and put Bruma at right mid. I obviously would love like a Gareth Bale or a Lionel Messi, but if we can't take a Gareth Bale or a Lionel Messi, it doesn't matter because I can go full La Liga and put Bruma at right mid. Right, what do we get here? We get Petr Cech. I'm going to go with Hugo Lloris. If we get like an Aymeric Laporte, that would be spectacular. We get Inform Walker. We'll take that Inform Walker. He's a really solid card. Obviously a lot of fun to play with. We'll make a very good defensive-minded sub. We get Coleman there as well. I'm going to take Coleman just because I want the a high-rated team if possible. I don't know if I'm like close on the chem yet, but we'll try our best. There's nothing here that readily available to us. Alan. See, the whole point of using Mertens is to get Nainggolan into the team on more chem. Whereas if we put Alan in, I know he gives Felipe Luis a chem link and still gives Mertens a chem, but I would prefer Neymar than Mertens in that instance. I'm just trying to think. And then Alan would still only be on 7 chemistry as well. All we would get there is the extra 3 chem on Felipe Luis. So I'm going to take Silva and go full La Liga, I think. Oh, wow, goddamn. 74 rated will go in here. That doesn't make any difference. So 2 spots left. I would love a Lionel Messi here or a Gareth Bale. There we go. Lionel Messi is it. Or Gareth Bale. Who do we take? Let's take. I always go with Gareth Bale. Let's take Lionel Messi for a change. And then our last and final pick is going to be... Ooh, that Charisma card is nice. And look at that again, guys. 3 commons, 1 rare, and 1 special. It might just be me not paying attention a lot, but I've never ever seen it like this. Ever. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong, and I'll believe you, because maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. But I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm right in thinking that's the situation. I think I'm right in thinking. I think we're going to get a 188 here as well. What? I think I'm right in thinking. How is that? If I put that 74 in now, how do I go down 12 ratings and remain a 187? I don't know. That bench is solid. Lloris, Walker, Coleman. Couple of defensive options in Walker and Coleman. Couple of really strong midfield options in Nainggolan and Mkhitaryan, and a couple of fantastic attacking options in Mertens and Quaresma. Brilliant. The main team, obviously Keylor Navas is great. Our defence is solid. Garay a little bit slow, but in general the defence is fantastic. The midfield is very nice. Boateng not to be slept on. 4-star, 6'1", should be really good for us. Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. This team is really nice. It's a 187 team. What do I need as a manager? Just a Liga Santander manager, right? There's only 1 player on 9 chems, so a Ghanaian or a Liga Santander manager is going to be enough, and we get none of them. Brilliant, EA. Right. 187, guys, is the team. It is how we've started this draft off. Our best players, Ronaldo, Nainggolan and Lloris, 2 of those 3 players not even on the team. This, guys, will be the team. As you saw, I didn't change any of the chem styles on this occasion. I just left them what they're going to be. This may be a first round exit. This may be a win. Who knows? Only time will decide. So let's get into the gameplay. Okay, guys, as we get into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 5-2-2-1 team. Messi, inform Bale, blue Neymar, that inform Sergio Ramos, Pepe, inform Abdenur. His midfield is a little bit weak, and I mean like physically weak, like Koke is a good player. He's 98 chem, 87 rated team, so a pretty solid team all up, but unfortunately for him, this wasn't the best of games. Unfortunately for me, it was a game where I actually struggled quite hard to score. The goal came in around the 15th minute. Messi with a lovely little bit of work on the edge of the box, gets into some space down the right hand side. Look at how I've got 4 players surrounding me, and the reason why I had 4 players surrounding me was because this opponent had a guest, and I guess they were both using contain and second man press, which should have made it easier, but I just couldn't take my chances. I took that one chance there with Cristiano Ronaldo that put me 1-0 up, and as much as I tried for the rest of the game, I was unable to score, but it didn't make a difference. We end up winning that game 1-0 against Warrior 23-02. You can see by the match stats, I absolutely dominated. I just couldn't score another goal. It didn't really matter. We end up going through 1-0 into the quarterfinals. So easy first round. The next opponent, guys, that we come up against has a 4-3-3 team. One of the best teams I think I've seen in the game. Okay, he's got Luke Shaw in at CDM and Milner at left back. I'd probably switch those 2 around personally if it were me. But he's got inform Payet, inform Vardy, inform Pedro, inform Pogba, Alderweireld and Mustafi, Hector Bellerin, Mandanda in net. The only weak part of the team, I would say, was Michael Carrick, and I was able to pick this team apart quite convincingly. First goal comes through, a through ball for Cristiano Ronaldo, gets his left peg on that, slots it into the bottom right hand corner. 1-0 we go into the game after just 25 minutes, so not too bad there. Lovely little finish from Cristiano, fantastic work. We then have a prolonged period of attack, and this whole game was pretty much just me having prolonged periods of attack. Silly bit of, like, I left that in because look how he lunges for the ball, right? Ronaldo lunged for the pass there instead of just walking to the ball. There's so many problems with this game, and we're going to experience another one right at the end of the gameplay. But the auto lunges, the auto tackles, the auto slides, the auto blocks, the auto passes, the auto shots, I just wish you had an option to turn them off. And full manual doesn't even do this. It's crazy. But we end up getting a 3rd goal there. The bicycle kick at the near post with Ronaldo. Keeper palms it out. Rafa Varane is there to raise higher than any other defender and heads that one home. And then not too shortly, not too long, not too shortly, a little bit after that. Dries Mertens here as a sub, comes on, gets in the box, lovely little stop there, passes it to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo slots that one home to make it 4-0. So pretty much done and dusted in this game. There was time for my opponent to get 1 goal back. I was here, I was trying to foul him, I was having fun. I don't know why. I don't know why I do it. Every time my goalkeeper was out there as well, I tried to score with the goalkeeper. When I get like a huge lead, I don't know why I do it. I try and score the goalkeeper, I try and score the defenders, I try and get red cards. It's just stupid. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. So $23. I apologise for my indiscretions in the game, but we end up getting a 4-1 win. You can see by the match stats, I absolutely dominated from start to finish, and we send ourselves through to the semi-final. And our semi-final opponent had the following team. He's got a 4-2-3-1 and an impeccable team. Striker Sanchez, Mata Özil, Willian. He's got Lothar Matthäus. He's got Alderweireld, Eric Bailly, Courtois, Azpilicueta, Togs Gundogan, and Antonio Valencia right back. That is honestly a really good team. And this game, nothing happened. I mean, a lot happened, but no goals were scored. First penalty for him, comes up, shoots and scores, no problem at all. First penalty for me. I end up going left, I believe, and he puts gloves to that. Fantastic save. This is where there's another problem in the game. I dive right, I guess the right way. He pulls his hands, like if he's diving like this, he does this to allow it to go in, right? He like pulls his hands back. And you see this a lot on Reddit, on forums, I get tweeted a lot, where the goalkeepers dive the right way and the ball like goes through the body of the goalkeeper to go in, and then there are also times where the goalkeeper dives the right way and his arms are in the right place, but the arms bend in abnormal like manners to allow the ball to go through. And then there's even times which you would have seen with Castro a few weeks back, where he dived the wrong way, but the ball hit an invisible wall and just stopped dead. Like, penalties are just broken. They're just glitched. There's nothing to it. You know, on another day, the glitch will fall in my favour and I'll win the penalty shootout. Unfortunately, on this occasion, I lost the penalty shootout. It's not the end of the world. It was just a good game, a good fun game. Very open, neither of us able to score. And unfortunately for today's episode, that means that, you know, we lose in the semi-final. But hopefully we're able to get some good packs. Let's find out. So guys, we end up going out in the semi-final again today. That's back-to-back semis. No real complaints about today's game. It was a fantastic game. It finished 0-0, which you just don't see much. I can't remember if I showed any of the highlights of the games or not. I'll try and throw in a few of them. I had a few like good opportunities. By the end of the game, even just the 90th minute, let alone extra time, my players were dead. And I mean dead, like no stamina. Boateng, Neymar, Messi were just on zero. It was like, you know, there's not an excuse or anything, but it's impossible to do anything when your players can't even accelerate. It was crazy. But it was a fun game. We then went to penalties. I believe he saved my first or maybe second penalty. And then the only gripe I've got with the whole game is I dived the right way one time with Navas. And, like, you know, he gets his hands on the ball and it's like the ball just goes through the hands. It's something we've seen a lot this year in FIFA, is the ball morphing through, like, the chest or the hands of the keepers. Or the keepers diving and then, like, making bendy arms so that the arms curve around the ball to allow it to go in. Like, penalties are just, they are a lottery. And on this occasion, in a 50-50 lottery, I was unfortunately on the losing side. But I've got no complaints. You know, like I say, my opponent, he didn't play cheesy, sweaty, he wasn't a dick, he didn't play defensive. We played a really fun open game, and unfortunately it took to penalties to decide the winner. Now, the team was really good. I think our history now, we've got 100, that's a 150th game. Which is pretty good. A 188 is our best team score. 200 goals conceded now. 427 scored. 46 entries. 19 wins there. Not too bad. So this, guys, before I actually talk about the way I title videos, what you're about to see here is going to be why the last video was titled Awesome Draft Reward. As I remember, I got a 25k pack and a 15k pack before for losing in the semi-final. That's 40,000 coins, right? 40,000 coins worth of packs. This time around, a premium gold players pack and a jumbo premium gold, it's the same price. Maybe they've changed the price. Maybe they've changed something in draft because the way we drafted today was a bit different. You know, that it was giving you commons with non-commons. Maybe that would be something to do with the title today. But in general, there's not. This is an excessive prize for a semi-final. 40,000 coins worth of packs for losing in the semi-final is pretty good. Well, not even pretty good. In my opinion, it's very good, you know. What do we get here? We don't really get anything of note. We'll discard all of that. Maybe that Liverpool kit would have sold, but I'll discard it anyway. Send the rest into the club and send the two players up to the trade pile. And then open the Premium Gold Players Pack. So let's see if we get lucky today. No walkout. Can we get an inform? No inform. Not even a big flare. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be... who is that? Sosa. It's a pretty terrible card. Nice pace, but everything else around it is pretty garbage. Nothing in there where... Oh, imagine I would have got Kimmich a few days ago. He would have been blue, but not today. So another pack that's not really good. I'll send those items to the trade pile. And before we get out of here, let's go take a look at... I sold 3 more items. Let's go and take a look at the... not the players. I don't care about the players. I want to look at the finances and stuff, just to see where we are and how much we've made. Because this and I will get around to talking to this. So far we've made 1.7 something million coins. Of course, we spent a lot of that by entering back into the draft, but through match earnings and transfer profit, that's how much we've made. That's absolutely obscene. So let me talk, for those of you that are just finished with the draft here, thank you for watching. Drop a thumbs up on the video. I'll see you in the next video. But for those of you that just kind of want to know a little bit more and understand a little bit more about my mentality and why I title videos the way I title them, first of all, you've got to understand YouTube is a dog-eat-dog world. And if I just put generic titles, they won't get clicks. And if they don't get clicks, I won't be able to make a living off of YouTube, and that means I won't be able to do YouTube. And for some people, oh, so what? You know, I understand their mentality, but for me, this is my livelihood, this is my business. I need to do the best that I can. What you've got to kind of like marry this with is when I used to run pubs, we used to have A boards outside of the pubs. I'm sure you've seen them out of pubs, clubs, bars. And on the A board, you have something that entices the customer into your pub instead of into somebody else's pub. So you might have a deal, oh, check out this 2 beers for the price of 1 during this hour, or, you know, buy any meal and get a beer half price, or today's specials is this, and it entices people in. It's the closest version of clickbait that you can get, and that's what YouTubers do with titles. Some YouTubers just straight up abuse and lie on titles, but the idea on YouTube is to entice the viewer to click on your video. So what I do with that is I take the most interesting, entertaining thing out of the video and I make it the title. And in my opinion, in yesterday's video, and you may disagree with this opinion, but in my opinion in yesterday's video, that prize for losing in the semi-final was an incredible reward. It was an amazing reward because up until today now as well, I have never seen 40,000 coins worth of rewards be given out for losing in the semi-final. I've played a lot of draft, and usually you get a premium gold pack and a players pack, like that garbage players pack with just 1 rare and a premium gold pack. Usually you get, or a 15k pack and a 7.5k pack. It's usually around 22,000 coins worth, because last year and this year alone, the offline draft win was an equivalent to the online draft semi-final loss. And that was always around 22,500 coins. Sometimes you got super lucky and got a better prize, but more often than not, that's what it was. So they've changed the reward here in the semi-final loss. And it was interesting to me. So I put that as the title, and obviously I did that knowing that you guys would click on that, other than me just putting average draft semi-final loss. Because let me tell you, if I just put, hey guys, average draft here, lost in a semi-final, you're not clicking on that video. And so in the truest sense of the word, yes, it's clickbait. But in the general sense of what YouTube thinks is clickbait, it's not clickbait. It was true. And it's opinion based in the sense that, was it amazing or was it not? That's entirely your opinion. In my opinion, it was. But it wasn't misleading. I didn't cheat you into the video. It was an amazing draft reward. And I'm talking about the reward itself. I think a lot of people get confused with the contents of the pack versus the value of the pack. When I say an amazing draft reward, it doesn't necessarily mean I got a great player in the pack. Usually those are the sort of things that I title amazing pack luck, or inform in a pack, or special card in a pack. That's what I title that. But when it comes down to the actual reward itself, that's why it's called reward, right? So again, you can kind of like marry this with movie trailers, right? In the movie trailer, they show you stuff to entice you into paying money to go and watch their movie. They don't show you some god-awful, boring part of the film where there's just a bit of garbage dialogue and nothing much happening, because no one's going to watch that movie. So hopefully you can understand a little bit more from my perspective why I title things the way I title them. I apologize if you feel cheated or misleaded. It's not my intention. My intention obviously is to entice you to click the video for sure. I want you to watch my video, but I don't want you to watch my video thinking you're getting one thing and actually getting another. That's not what I'm doing, because that's clickbait. In my opinion, when somebody says, oh my god, I got Ronaldo in a pack, and then they just didn't get Ronaldo in a pack, that's clickbait. They've lied to you to get you to click the video. In my opinion, for me personally, although my videos give you a very high-end part of what happens in the video as the title to entice you to click it, always what happens on my title happens in my video. So that's why I do what I do. As I say, guys, hopefully you guys can understand and appreciate where I'm coming from. With that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.